Carlo Ancelotti's 2007 AC Milan team is best known for its innovative Christmas tree-like formation, which played a key role in their UEFA Champions League triumph. This system balanced defensive solidity with attacking fluidity, allowing Milan to dominate possession and control games. Here's how you can replicate the Christmas tree formation in FC 25. In the 2007 season, Carlo Ancelotti opted for a formational change, shifting away from his favoured 4-3-1-2 formation towards a 4-3-2-1 system. This meant that he had replaced one of the strikers with a secondary number 10, allowing for more midfield control to occur, as well as he would look to alternate the striker position between Inzaghi or Gilardino. This tactical switch proved to be crucial as it enabled AC Milan to control games more effectively by filling the midfield with a 5-man unit, giving the team superiority in possession and allowing them to dictate the flow of play. Meanwhile, the flanks were continuously occupied by the fullbacks, who would push forward to stretch the opposition and create more space for the midfielders to operate centrally. The fullbacks' role was to supply dangerous crosses or opportunities into the box for the strikers to attack. As we move on to how Carlo Ancelotti tactically set up the 07 AC Milan side, the build-up style should be set to balanced, as the team was capable of mixing short, intricate passing sequences with long direct balls into the strikers. The base of the midfield, particularly Andrea Pirlo in his deep-lying playmaker role, would often drop deep to receive the ball, establishing possession and dictating tempo through carefully crafted passing moves. There were moments where the goalkeeper Dida or Pirlo would opt for long passes to either the forwards or the wide players, bypassing the press and seeking to catch the opposition off guard. Players like Clarence Seedorf and Kaká excelled in receiving passes in tight spaces and using their creativity and technical skill to unlock defenses and generate attacking opportunities. The balance system encouraged intelligent movements. This often allowed the AC Milan side to push forward and attack the opposition with aggression and fluidity. Now, in terms of the defensive approach that Ancelotti employed, it should be set to balance, with the line height being set to 50, as the Italian manager often opted for a mid-block approach. Milan's compact structure limited the space behind the defense, ensuring that the team was difficult to break down. Gennaro Gattuso and Massimo Ambrosini were often played as the wide central midfielders who were tasked with dropping deeper to protect the backline and provide coverage for the likes of Andrea Pirlo, who had less defensive responsibility than the other two midfielders but would always look to drop back to help support the defense. Despite being deployed higher up the pitch, Seedorf would look to drop back in order to try and assist the defensive structure when needed, contributing to Milan's defensive solidity. At times, Ancelotti's side would look to press high up the field in order to try and win back possession in advanced areas, aiming to quickly transition into the attacking phase when the opportunity presented itself. The team's player roles were tailored to enhance the tactical flexibility of the side, with the goalkeeper Dida having a more traditional based role, focusing on shot stopping and often opting for long goal kicks. However, he was also able to play the shorter passes either into the centre-backs or into the midfield. However, it was not a requirement from Ancelotti at that time. The centre-back pairing of Paolo Maldini as well as Alessandro Nesta formed one of the most formidable duos in world football. Both defenders had the freedom to occasionally step into the midfield in order to try and stifle the opposition attacks, although their primary task was to try and maintain the defensive stability and link the play with short passes to Pirlo. The two centre-backs were crucial in laying the foundations for sustained success in the 2007 season. The two fullbacks, being Jan Kulowski and Cafu, operated in more advanced wing-back roles, which was crucial in helping maintain the width and contributing to both the attacking and defensive phases. They would often push high up the pitch in order to try and stretch the opposition back line, which allowed Milan to create chances from the wide areas. Both of these players were fantastic in being able to transition forward and add to the attacking outlets, whilst also being able to track back defensively and pick up the wide attackers from the opposition. The likes of Andrea Pirlo would have been deployed as a deep-lying playmaker with a build-up focus, as he was the heartbeat of the team, setting the tempo and helping dictate play from those deeper positions. His vision and passing range allowed Milan to seamlessly switch between short build-up play and more direct long-range passes. Pirlo was also allowed to advance forward and add to the attacking outlets, often joining up with Kaká as well as Seedorf in the more advanced areas of the field. Gennaro Gattuso was deployed as a ball-winning midfielder that was essential for pressing and recovering possession, combining his traits of aggressive tackling with his ability to link up play with Pirlo and Kaká. Gattuso was also well known for being able to generate passing sequences in the wider right space before looking to carry the ball forward and add to the attacking outlets. Whereas for the left central midfielder in Ambrosini, he would be deployed as a box-to-box midfielder with a balanced focus. The midfielder was always looking to contribute in order to try and help the team, whether that was in offensive or defensive phases of play. Ambrosini could be seen at times dropping deep deep alongside Gattuso to help create a solid defensive line, or he could play higher up the field, sometimes even overlapping Seedorf and posing as an offensive threat in that final third area. The midfield three of Gattuso, Pirlo, as well as Ambrosini were perfectly balanced and very fluid, and could often interchange positions and roles throughout the course of a game. For Clarence Seedorf, now operating as a left attacking midfielder in the side, he took on a roaming playmaker role. The Dutch midfielder would look to drop into midfield in order to try and assist with the build-up play and provide defensive support when needed, but was utilized as a primary catalyst in the final third. His ability to interchange with Ambrosini and exploit space made him key to Milan's fluidity in attack. Seedorf also had the physical traits in order to collect the ball in the deeper spaces of midfield and drive at the opposition, often overcoming tackles, riding challenges before laying off a pass into one of his attacking partners. And speaking of his attacking teammates, Ricardo Kaká was positioned as the right attacking midfielder and was deployed as a classic number 10, often drifting into the central or wide right half spaces, where Ancelotti gave him the freedom to dictate the pace of play and orchestrate Milan's attacking outlets in that final third. The Brazilians' dribbling, ball carrying and vision were crucial to breaking down the opposition defenses and ultimately allowed AC Milan to go on and win the UEFA Champions League in the 2007 season. Kaká's combination of speed, skill and intelligence made him Milan's most dangerous player, consistently creating chances or scoring vital goals. Throughout the course of that season, the Brazilian maestro was virtually unplayable, and especially in the Champions League run. Now up front, it was either the likes of Inzaghi or Gilardino who led the line as the solo striker. Inzaghi was known for his intelligent movement and ability to play off the shoulder of defenders, and would often time his runs to perfection, latching onto long passes from either Pirlo or through balls from Kaká. His poacher's instinct made him lethal inside the box, whether it was getting on the end of crosses from the advancing fullbacks or finishing off intricate passing moves from the midfield. Now in possession is where this Christmas tree type formation started to formulate, with a 5-man midfield spearheaded by Pirlo, who would look to orchestrate the tempo of the game, while Seedorf and Kaká operated high up the pitch, constantly creating chances for Inzaghi or Gilardino. Gattuso and Ambrosini provided the tactical balance, ensuring that Milan remained defensively solid whilst also contributing to the attacking phases of play. The backline was anchored by Maldini and Nesta and was key to shutting down the opposition attacks, while the fullbacks of Cafu and Jan Kalowski were vital in both stretching the play and supporting the attacking outlets. The combination of tactical flexibility mixed in with individual brilliance and defensive solidity really helped propel AC Milan to the greatest of heights in the 2007 season, which led them to lifting the UEFA Champions League trophy. And there we go, people. That is how I would successfully go ahead and replicate and recreate the 2007 Carlo Ancelotti Christmas tree formation for FC25. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't mind smashing that like button down below and subscribing if you are new to the channel, that would be fan-damn-tastic, as well as joining up with the Brom Squad Gaming Discord server. The link for that will be down below in the description. Go ahead, click on it, join up with the conversations. We chat everything football, we chat everything FC25 as well. So if you would be interested in something like that, feel free. The link for that will be down below in the description. Anyways, until the next time, until the next one, I hope you have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace.